Hello, welcome to the Sunnydale Diaries, a podcast where we talk about all things related to Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
Mhm.
including the past weekend where Melanie and I attended HellmouthCon in Torrance, California.
We sure did.
Yeah. It took place at Torrance High School, which was where most of the first three seasons of Buffy were filmed. It was put on by Fandom Charities, and we had an amazing time.
Yeah, impressive that it's all done volunteers by volunteers, and that it's a not-for-profit that they give back to some good causes, so that I really like. I wonder if the celebrities that are there give part of their fees to
So,
the charity. I would hope so,
yeah.
but yeah.
So, yeah, we met some more Buffy actors, we explored the campus, we did our own little cosplay, which we'll get to, and we met a lot of other great Buffy fans.
If you haven't already seen it, we did a TikTok live,
Mhm.
the other night. That was a little bit of a recap with some other Buffy podcasters.
Charlie from A Girl, a Guy, and a Buffy podcast, he hosted it. The host of Nerd's Best Friend podcast,
Mhm,
they also did a live panel, and Bernie Boombox, who
mhm,
was the brains behind International Buffy Day.
mhm.
So yeah, we did a little
Yeah,
recap with them.
yeah, so go check that out.
Yep, you should be able to find it on TikTok. You want to walk through? I like.
Let's do
All
it.
right,
Step
so
by step.
yep.
So, Sean and I tried so hard to coordinate this because, we live in different states, and so we were gonna try and do it so that we could fly out together. So Sean was gonna come up here, and he was gonna come spend the night at my house, then we were gonna go to Atlanta and fly out of Atlanta. So, he was gonna fly into Chattanooga. This was all my fault. To fly into Chattanooga, I was gonna go pick him up there because it's an easier airport to negotiate and just a little bit closer of a drive for me. And then we were gonna come stay here. But then it turned out that we were gonna have to get up at like 4 in the morning to go to Atlanta. So then I was like, well, no, let's just go straight to Atlanta. So we had a little road trip adventure on our way to even getting there. That was great. But we had a very nice evening in Atlanta.
Mhm. So
And then we took the train the next morning to the airport, which was fun for Sean too. He'd never been on a train at the MARTA.
nope.
Pretty painless
For Atlanta, getting
airport experience.
yep. I mean, checking our bag, getting through security, it was
Easy
smooth.
peasy. Yeah,
Which I've
so
never
that's good.
flown out of Atlanta before, I've only changed there, and I've heard, like, I think it is the busiest airport in the country, if not the world. I read something.
Well, pre-check for the
Yeah,
win.
absolutely.
I mean, you saw those lines. Had we not been in pre-check, it would have been a different experience.
Yep.
So that was worth the fee, the pre-check fee.
Mhm.
We got in to California, we got a rental car, and as we were driving to our hotel, we were like, "Oh, that looks like a high school. Oh my god, that's it!"
Yep. We drove by Torrance High School.
We did.
So yeah, I lost my mind for a couple of seconds, but
Yeah, yeah.
recovered.
Mhm,
Uh, we drove by Buffy's house, the Summers house,
mhm.
which
Which is really close to the high
it
school,
was, like, just a
like 2
block
streets up.
away. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
very close, and it was kinda surreal. We parked a little bit away and then walked up, and, yeah, we were very quick, and we wanted to do it Friday before, like, all the crowd showed up, 'cause I'm sure we were not the only ones who did that.
Oh, no.
So
What struck me for most of the different sites that we went to, they're just in neighborhoods.
yeah.
It's just a house in a neighborhood.
Yep.
It's very strange.
Yeah, so we got pictures in front of that.
Mhm.
We found the building that was used as the exterior of the city hall from season 3.
Well, our friend ChatGPT steered us wrong. This was the first instance of that, where it gave us an address, and we got there, we were like,
This isn't a
"This is not right."
I think
It
that
was
was
the city hall, the Torrance City
yep.
Hall, modern day, and we were like, "No." And so then we did some detectiving,
Mhm.
investigating, and we found it.
Yep. And so it was like a law office, right? I remember that was one of the
Yeah, I think
things in
so,
there. Got pictures with that.
yeah.
And then we stayed at the DoubleTree, so we got warm chocolate chip cookies. love.
So good.
And then the next morning, we went to the convention.
We got some breakfast first. We went to a Vietnamese bagel shop, and Sean had his first Vietnamese coffee.
Dangerous.
They're so good. Yeah, oh my gosh. If you like strong coffee, strong sweet coffee,
But it
yeah.
wasn't like somebody has got me like McDonald's sweetened iced coffee in the past, and all you taste is the sugar. You don't
Oh,
taste the
no.
coffee. This, yeah, there
This
was
is coffee forward.
yes, which I liked because it was coffee, but there was sweetener too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then you're buzzing afterwards.
which I was.
It was very
I
yeah.
was a little out of it the whole weekend. My brain was off a little bit.
Oh, it makes for good stories.
Yeah. So we got there, thankfully parked
Oh, do we wanna talk about the other thing we tried to do Friday night?
the event.
Yeah. Okay. But let's rewind for just a second. We tried to go to the Mixer Friday night that sold out very quickly because it had a very limited capacity for the room. They rented a room because it was the World Cup weekend, and so everything was really busy. So they did say they were gonna have some tickets available at the door.
Mhm.
Very limited amount though.
Yep.
So we went on the off chance that we, you know, could get a ticket. And we were lucky. We got there pretty early. The line wasn't too bad when we got there. It got pretty long while we were waiting. And we did get in the door. There was a lot of confusion because they said first they came out and said they didn't think they were going to have enough chairs, so it was going to be standing room only. And I said to Sean, I don't want to stand because that's going to be a long time standing. And then somebody else said, no, we're figuring it out. We're going to have chairs. Okay. So we were the last two they let in because they were at capacity.
Mhm.
And we walked in and it was very crowded. And
It wasn't really set up like what I would think a
a mix.
mixer would be.
It was rows of chairs. So it was more like a show.
Yeah.
Like they were doing trivia, but everybody was in rows. And then there were people sitting around the edges, like on the floor. And they did have a table for drinks, which was fun. And they had some snacks, which was great. I think they probably could have done that differently to make room for more chairs. I don't know. We ended up not staying because one, would have had to stand.
Mhm.
Two, we were really hoping for a mixer type event, which after talking to people, it seems like that's what it's been in the past.
Mhm.
And this was just different circumstances because of the room availability.
Yeah.
The room was not that big.
Mhm. We talked to
Yeah, go ahead.
some fun people while we were waiting in line.
Yes, we did. We talked to a lot of fun people in line,
Yeah.
which was great. A good mixer experience.
That was good.
Maybe they should have just done it in a park or something,
Mhm.
where people could mull about. I would have really liked that to have been able to walk around and mingle and talk to people. We did talk to people that had a great time, and apparently Romanoff, is that her
Stephanie
name?
Romanoff, yeah.
Stephanie Romanoff showed up, and Larry Bagby showed up, and
Irony
he
was good.
sang. So that's really fun. So, yeah, I would hope maybe next year they'll go back to their original format that's more mixery,
Mhm.
but,
Yeah, I guess they
extenuating circumstances.
yeah, they made do with, I guess, what they had.
Yeah.
Yep. While we were waiting in line, there was a guy standing right in front of us, and Melanie gave him a sticker, one of our podcast stickers, and we just start talking to him, and
Or hey,
yep, Regina underscore 4J135. If you want to follow on Instagram, he ended up being a Buffy background actor, and just like Georgia, that I'm gonna do that again. Just like Georgia, that we talked to in between, like either season one or season two, and he was showing us pictures of
yeah.
like screenshots of the scenes he was in, some pics of him with other Buffy actors. So it was cool because it was just so random.
Yeah, what a coincidence. And again, telling us how great the cast was with the background actors and how they were very respectful and like sat with them at lunch. And that's nice, always nice to hear. Good experience. But yeah, what a crazy job to have in college.
Yeah, much better than me working at Michael's.
Data entry. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So the next day, we had our good breakfast. We pulled up to the school, and right when we were getting there, there were hanging the Sunnydale High School banner over the Torrance High School
Yeah.
sign. So it
Yeah.
was cool seeing
Yeah.
that going up. We took some pictures in front of the school while we were waiting for them, figure out ticketing and all that.
Yeah.
Uh, we ran into Josh Orzoko artist, all one word, is his Instagram, and like we were connected before. I think we ended up connecting when everything was getting ready for International Buffy Day, and again, very nice guy. Cool to meet him in person.
Yeah.
We took some, pictures around the exterior. Like there was a class of '99 reunion sign. So we got in and we started exploring.
Yes. How did you feel walking through the doors and
Uh,
seeing that stuff?
Through the first doors, not much of anything. But then as we
Yeah.
started walking around the school, I think like right away we went up the stairway to the well-known window where spoiler, Angel snaps Jenny's neck. So we got pictures of that. Melanie got a video of me doing a slow motion run around a corner like Buffy at the end, the first part of the season 2 finale. That was fun. And I gotta say,
Yeah.
I'm thrilled with how my camera took the slow-mo video because, like,
That
there's
was
some
really good.
people have posted some others, but I like
Yeah.
mine. Mine is good.
I think you did a great job.
It's on Instagram and TikTok if you wanna see it. And out to the courtyard. That was very cool because so much was
Yeah.
filmed there. Like, we saw the fountain, we saw the stairway, even just, like, the walkways, like, "Oh, I remember this," and
Yeah.
so that was very cool. What else? What else did we do?
We kind of just walked around to get the lay of the land, and man, that is a big school.
It is.
We got to the place where the auditorium was, or the gymnasium where the Sunnydale Mall vendor area and all the celebrities were going to be, and they weren't open yet. And so we I think we assumed that was the end.
Mhm.
And then we walked back towards the main building, and then we looked at a map and we realized, "Oh my gosh, no, that's just like a whole other section that we didn't even see." So we walked back that way. We were looking for different locations that we hadn't seen yet, and I kept looking for the clock tower because, again, my friend ChatGPT was like, "Oh yeah, make sure you go to the clock tower." And so we did. We walked that entire campus multiple times. We walked up ramps, we walked over behind buildings. We tried to see, from all different angles. And it turns out there is no clock tower.
No, I looked it up on IMDb and checked the trivia, and yeah, that was created just for that season 3 episode Earshot. So no clock tower.
Disappointing. We did make a point if we saw an open door to walk through it because you never know if somebody's going to be in there, if there's something going on. Who knows? We're going in.
So
Walked in on Amber Benson, and I guess what was the green room?
and you just gave her a little wave. I don't
She waved back.
Did
She
you know it
left.
was her at that moment, or you just left?
I think I did on some level putting 2 and 2 together, but by that time I was out the door.
Okay.
We inadvertently walked into the brunch
Yeah, the Buffy cast
event,
brunch.
the Buffy cast brunch. People, I mean, nobody stopped us from going in. There were people, volunteers outside of that door watching us walk in,
Yeah.
and it wasn't until we were well
We
in,
were halfway
stopped
in. Yeah.
and looking around and going, "What's going on? What is this?" That somebody walked up to us and they're like, "Hey, what can we do for you?" It's like,
Like
"Oh, nothing. We're just walking through."
Did we see anybody in there? We saw Julie Benz was in there.
We saw Julie Benz.
Mhm. At that point, I think then we went back to I think the gym was open, so we started checking out some vendors with
Yeah.
Larry Bagby, who played Larry
Yes.
in the earlier
Yeah.
season. Very nice guy.
Very super nice,
Mhm.
super down to earth, nice guy.
Yeah.
And so we had a nice conversation with him, got some selfie. I gave him a little one of my glass hearts. Yeah, nice guy.
Yeah. And then the table right next to him was James Leary. Melanie has not met yet. It might even be the next episode that we're doing. It might be
Okay.
Checkpoint, but definitely
Okay.
like within the next few,
Okay.
we'll meet him. I had to text my niece the picture of Larry Bagby because she loves Hocus Pocus, which he was also in. You gotta watch that this Halloween.
I know, I haven't seen it. I'll watch it this Halloween.
I think we talked to James Lear again, very nice guy. Both of them really took their time talking with us, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
And like even like before we pay, like, they acknowledge us at least. It's not like, some other cons we've been to, like, actors won't even look at you until the cash is turned over, so
Yeah.
it was a good experience.
Yeah. We try is at the point where we got in Amber's line and there was nobody there. And so we stood there for a little while. We were like, well, we'll be first in line when she gets here. And then a volunteer came by. We're like, do you know when she's going to be here? Is it worth us standing here? And they said no. I don't know if I agree with that because later on, that line was insane.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a line and an overflow line.
Yeah, yeah, she definitely had the longest line. Well, longer than Charisma's, I don't know, but it was pretty long.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a little annoyed because I feel like that was maybe only 40 minutes later that we got back.
Yeah.
So, but, whatever. We still had fun.
Let's go through my photos here. What else did we do? We did that. Took some pictures on the stairwell. We took pictures there with Larry Bagby and James E. Leary. Yeah, we saw some great cosplays. I'm sure Sean can include some photos of those.
Yeah, while we were waiting on Amber Benson's line, there was a couple of people ahead of us and got the name. It was, I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Elwyse, ELWYSE_COS. So dressed as Giles and made this giant vampire book, like the one that Giles gives Buffy in the very first episode, but it was big and it was an
Yeah,
actual book. They
it was a
learned
tone.
yeah, that's a good word for it. It was a tome. They
Yeah,
learned how to bookbind and
incredible.
created this book, which I think is amazing.
Yeah. I think he was getting the autographs inside that
Yes,
book.
yeah, yeah, I saw it.
So cool.
Yeah.
So cool. Amazing.
When she was up and talking to Amber Benson, Amber, like, had the book and started, like, running through the lines like, "She made this! She actually made this!" So, that's very cool.
Yeah, it was worth shouting about. It
Aw,
was incredible.
yeah.
Incredible work.
So we met Amber Benson, just like how I thought she would be. Very nice,
Yeah.
down to earth. It was very cool to get some pictures with her.
Mhm.
Melanie gave her one of her little Buffy glass heart packages.
Yeah.
So that was definitely one of the top highlights for me.
Yeah.
We ran into Ian from Slayerfest '98 podcast. So he's another person
Mhm.
that, like, we knew, or at least were connected online beforehand. So cool to get a picture with him.
Yeah.
What else did we do Saturday?
We met Claire Kramer again.
Yep. Yeah, when we met her last year, we had not gotten to season 5 yet, so, like, you knew her, like, from Bring It On, at
Yeah.
least, but now we wanted to go back now that Melanie knows who she is. Got a picture with
And
her.
she remembered us.
Yes, she did remember us, which was cool.
That's always nice.
Yeah. What else Saturday?
Oh, okay. So, yeah, so then we left and we came back.
Oh, that's right, we changed into our cosplay outfits.
So we did a quick cosplay idea I had where I dressed up as Jenny Calendar and Sean I was like to Sean, "Hey, you think you could pull together a Giles cosplay real fast?"
And I had everything. I didn't have to buy anything, which was
Yeah.
amazing. And it
Yeah.
looked good. So the vest that I'm wearing in the pictures, I think it was the first year Melanie and I knew each other. It was like the fall of 2012. There's this place in Tampa called the Castle Golf Club, right? And they were doing a steampunk night, and Melanie was going with some friends, and she asked me if I wanted to go. So I was trying to put together an outfit. I wanted a vest. And I think
Yeah.
we went to like 12 different stores trying to find a vest. And I finally found one, but that's the one that I'm wearing there. Yeah, this was
I think you should include a picture of that steampunk
okay.
costume because it came out great.
Yes. So Melanie really was the brains behind this. I just showed up with an outfit and she did amazing. She like a printout of the soul spell to restore Angel's soul. And when she sent me a picture of it, I thought that was real dot matrix paper.
It's form feed.
Yeah. So she has that. You had other folders with Jenny related things in them.
I did some web pages off of Netscape.
God, I mean, that looks like a 1990s webpage. Well, the Netscape, I wait.
Let's see who else I have on here. Order of Aurelius.
Mhm.
This is all Jenny's research
Yeah.
she would have given to
Yep.
Giles. Hang on. Yeah. So I was carrying these around, and in addition, I made well, I didn't. My husband, I sent him this idea. He 3D printed out some diskettes, and I made labels for them. One was the yellow backup diskette that gets stuck between the wall and the desk, and then some other funny Jenny-esque diskettes. And I left some of them around campus for people to find with our stickers on the back. But
That was such a cool idea. Like, again,
yeah,
when you sent it to me, I thought it was a real disc.
that's funny. Yeah. And then, so yeah, we went back Saturday night with our outfits and we took some more pictures and walked around a little bit, but it was getting kind of towards the end of the day. Oh, Saturday we also did our photo op with Claire Kramer and Amber Benson on the campus in the bench on the bench. So that night we went out to dinner. Where did we go to dinner that night?
That night was
How can we not remember? Oh, In-N-Out Burger.
oh, yes, 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 yeah,
We
yeah,
went to In-N-Out.
yeah,
Sean's first time at In-N-Out
yeah,
Burger.
yeah. It was good.
What'd you think?
I liked it.
It was good, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good
Before we
burger.
went to dinner, though,
Yeah.
we went to, Idiot's Lantern, which is, like, sketch comedy group. They were doing Buffy sketch comedy, and we we were in there, we watched it, and about, like, halfway through, Melanie leans over, like, "I'm hearing a lot of stuff I don't think I should be hearing." Like, some of the stuff like, so I will say some of the stuff they were saying was true, some of it was made up. So you don't know what's
Yeah.
true, what's not, and hopefully you've forgotten it
Alright.
all.
Yeah.
But we left, went to
Really,
break.
it's really hard
Yeah.
to avoid spoilers and be involved in all of this stuff. Sometimes Sean can warn me and sometimes not. I try hard to
Yeah.
avoid.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
told Melanie there are 3 major things that I don't want her to know about at all, and none of that came out, which is good.
Good.
But, like, I was laughing a lot at the sketches, and we waited, until they had a break, like, I wasn't gonna walk
Yeah.
out in the middle of them performing.
Yeah.
And then we did that, and we walk outside, and I realized I left my phone on the seat. So they had to run back in and get it. Yeah,
Panic.
yeah, but we got In-N-Out Burger, very yummy. We
Yeah.
got margaritas at the hotel bar, I got a spicy one. You got a lime one, and a
Yeah,
normal
regular one.
margarita.
Yeah. I know what's happened. They weren't lying about the craziness for the games.
I will say we stuck I don't think intentionally, but we stuck to, like, East Coast time. So, like, in bed,
We really did. We were up at like 5 in the morning.
going to bed at 9:30.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, we did go back. We only wore our cosplay outfit for, like, an hour,
an hour.
maybe an hour and a half. So we put them back on, took some pictures with people came up to us, like, "I love your outfits. Can we take pictures with
Yeah.
you?" There were a lot of great cosplays. Any yummy sushi pajamas,
Yeah.
which that's the way to do it, nice and comfortable.
For sure.
2 girls dressed as Buffy and Cordelia from the Home 98 episode.
We saw them Saturday
Mhm.
evening. Oh, the girl with the white dress.
Oh,
I don't know if we got her name.
I'll
You'll
see if
she's
I
in a
can
lot of people's social media because her outfit was incredible. It was a wedding dress, white wedding dress, but she had written quotes all over the dress. It was incredible, and I saw when she got somebody's autograph, she had them write a quote on the
Oh,
dress.
okay.
But what a great idea.
Yeah, that's a good one. I didn't know about that.
The second day we were there, they had put up a new sign that we thought was really funny, and it was Principal Snyder saying, "No smoking," and yes, that vaping counts. We did see a lot of vaping the first day,
Mhm.
so it was kind of funny to see that, and good, yeah.
I'm apparently oblivious because I don't see anything. Like, there is someone dressed as Dracula, and Melanie's pointing him out to me, and I'm staring right where she's pointing. Nope. Nope, there's no maybe he was
So
invisible for me.
so that was interesting. In the main hallway in the main building, they had all these flyers of different characters. They weren't characters from the show, but they were made to be characters in the world,
Yeah.
in the Buffy world.
Mhm.
And we weren't sure what that was about, but then we started seeing those people around campus. And it was they all had these buttons on that said, I think Sunnydale Community or something
Mhm.
like that.
Mhm.
And it was an immersive entertainment thing where they were like improv actors or something, and you'd go interact with them. There was like a Watcher one, there was a Wolfram and Hart one from Angel, there was Dracula,
Mhm.
and you could join their faction. They'd give you a little stamp or something. And then they did I know we caught the Dracula one where he played like Dracula, like Simon Says, Dracula Says
Mhm,
with people. And then we caught another one where it was a Watchers, like history of Watchers
mhm,
presentation.
yeah,
I don't know. I wish they would have provided more information up front about that and that was going to be happening. I think it was a good idea. It was a fun idea.
mhm,
I wish they would have let you know ahead of time that was going to be happening. So look for these people. And if you see them, because the way we found out was the guy that coordinated it, Chris, came up to us and was like, "Oh, hey, have you seen these people with these buttons? Do this." But if you didn't happen to run into him, you really wouldn't know.
yeah. Or you would just think like they're being an NPC and that's it.
Yeah, or they're just cosplayers, you know? I
Yeah.
mean, so this is just a guy who's at a table with some cards. There was a demon guy who was I don't know who he was, but we walked right by him and we just said good morning and he said good morning and he didn't really engage us. So had we known that, maybe we would have said, "What's going on?"
Mhm. We did with the what but again, because Chris told us, if you see the librarian, ask him to check out a
Oh,
book.
no, I saw that online. He posted that online.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
So, yeah, there was a guy that was dressed up like a Giles librarian who was working at one of the booths, but he was also one of these Sunnydale community guys. And he had posted online, he if you come up to me and say, "I'd like to check out a book," he'd give you a little keychain, which is cool. Oh,
I wanted to mention on TikTok, Blubbery Owl. We were just I think she was following us beforehand, but, like, she said she was going too, and I said, "Well, look for us," and she said, "Look for us, we'll have the bunny ears on." So I'm looking, and I see a group of people with bunny ears, and it was just so weird, like, I don't know if you're the ones I talked to online, but I was told to look for the bunny ears, and it was them.
yeah.
So that was
Yeah, it was them.
well, we should talk about our picture that we did with Amber Benson and Claire Kramer.
Yeah.
So it was an upcoming scene in season 5 where there's a
Mhm.
bench, and so it was the 4 of us and the bench. You could choose, like, they were very willing to do a certain pose or something. So while we were
Yeah.
in line, like, it was obvious it was about brain sucking, they told you that, and I think it was you who came up with the idea of having Glory suck one of our brains and the other person suck Tara's.
I'm an idea person, Sean.
That's what I love about you. One of the many things. And that's what we did. So Claire Kramer was sucking my brain and Melanie was sucking Tara's, and it came out great.
That came
I'm
out good.
very happy with it. I gotta scan that so that you have a copy and send it to you.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of any other big cosplays. I mentioned the sushis, the cosmetics guy.
Yes,
You see
love it.
that one. The guy from
Because I said before we got there, I was like, "Oh, a good one that would have been." I would love to do like I have some deep cut cosplay ideas that I would like to do. We're gonna have to go to some more conventions so I can do them. But that was one of them. I was like, "Oh man," and yeah, they did a good job on that. There was a guy
Giles.
dressed as Ben. We didn't get a picture with him.
Yeah, that was funny because there was just a guy in scrubs. I thought maybe he was just, like, accompanying his kids because he didn't have, like, a name tag or anything at first. It was just scrubs, and Melanie was like, "I bet that's Ben," and she was right. It was Ben.
That freaking Ben.
And I think those are, like, all the ones that we got pictures of, but there were so many good ones.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't get a picture with them, but the couple that did Ripper and Joyce,
Oh, from Band Candy, yeah.
they were good, yeah.
Somebody on that TikTok live we did said they do that every year, which is I think that's great.
But they were from the UK.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Purchases. We bought some things.
Yeah, what'd you buy? Bought some
I
I don't think
bought
I bought anything. Oh, I bought some stickers.
this poster, which
That's
I
so cute.
absolutely love.
Yeah.
It is by Mike Collins. Instagram is Design Dad MC. Um, but when I saw that one, I was like, oh, I need to have it. And he signed it, which was cool. And then I had the official HellmouthCon poster,
Very nice.
and that was done by Nick Krement Art, KrementekArt, and Dreamforge Studios. So that you got a lot of stickers. You gave me some stickers from here.
Mhm. Mhm. Love it. Love
All right,
it.
what do you think Randy Giles is about, Melanie? What do you
What do I think Randy Giles is about?
Yes.
That he's Randy for his girlfriend, Victoria? Is that her name?
Okay.
Randy Giles.
There's a line right
Maybe Randy Giles is like his alter ego. He grows a mustache
Ah.
like evil Michael Knight.
Did you buy anything? You bought some stuff. You bought stickers. Stickers?
Stickers.
Okay.
Just the
Yeah.
stickers.
Okay.
I know.
And then so Sunday afternoon, we explored Buffy filming sites.
We sure did. We drove around a
It
lot.
was like 5 hours.
It was good that we left when we did because we finished it was pretty late when we finished.
Mhm.
You know, stuff is not that far away, but the traffic is such that it takes you a long time to get anywhere,
Yeah.
you
I
know?
think the first stop was UCLA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You see Sunnydale.
Yep. So you saw Royce Hall, which was in a lot of the background shots, and it happened to be
We pulled up, yeah, and there's, like, all this traffic, and we're like, "What the heck? What is going on?" And then we see a sign about graduation. We totally crashed their graduation. Amazing.
yeah, that was cool because at first, like, we walked up to the back of the building, like, "I think it looks familiar," and then we went around like, "Oh, yeah, this I
Yeah,
recognize," you know?
yeah,
Then my sister had asked if we were in the area, could we stop by the Brady Bunch house?
yeah.
So we did that. My sister lost her mind. I called her on Messenger, and so she got to see it live. She was very happy about that.
Again, just a house in a neighborhood.
Yep.
And I will say this about the ChatGPT. It was very handy in mapping out our tour of all these locations,
Mhm.
and that we could get on and say on the fly, "Okay, if we wanted to also see this, where would we fit that into the tour?" And it told us where, what the order was that we should be seeing these things in.
Mhm.
So that was good.
Yeah. Then we tried to find Giles's place. I think that was next.
No, we saw the Hollywood sign.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
We drove up into the hills, and we got yelled at by security.
Like, just near our neighborhood.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with this name. Then we went to Giles's,
Mhm.
which was locked up. You couldn't go into the courtyard. There was no trespassing sign. And I will say there was a moment where I was just Sean, I was like, I guess it would be trespassing if we just kind of walked in there, right? Yeah, probably. They probably mean us, right?
So we didn't do that.
We didn't, but we got the pictures outside.
Yep. And then Angel's Mansion from season 2, is that what
No, then we went to the murder house.
Oh, that's right, yeah, which is also in the Fear Itself episode of season 4 of Buffy.
Fear
Um,
itself, is that the is that the sex episode?
no, it was the
No.
Halloween one.
Oh, the Halloween
The
one.
little demon?
Oh, Little Demon,
Yep,
yep,
yep.
actual size.
Yeah, that's where the Halloween party was in there.
Yeah, and it was all fenced off, and we don't know why. I'm wondering if it's for the next season of American Horror Story.
Since they're bringing back people, like, from
They
so many
are bringing back,
seasons.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Looks
Then oh, go ahead.
it looks smaller than I expected. It seemed I mean, it was a big
Yeah,
house, don't get me wrong, but
yeah,
it
yeah,
looks a little bit smaller.
yeah. The illusions of
Mhm.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Then we drove to the cemetery, the
Mhm.
Angelus Rosedale Cemetery, where they filmed some exterior shots, no specific graves or anything, but we did take some pictures there. There were some really interesting graves there
Yeah,
and crypts.
yeah, pyramid-shaped crypts, which I had
Yeah,
never seen before
yeah, there's
at a
some
cemetery.
really, really ornate markers.
Mhm. The night that we got home, my husband put on the very first episode of Buffy,
Yeah.
and, like, there was, like, some, like, quick shots of cemeteries just, like, in between scenes, and I recognized things.
You did?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
see,
gonna have to go back and watch
yeah,
now.
go and take a look, and
Okay.
I was like, "We saw that, we saw that, we
Oh,
saw that!" And he's never watched the
uh,
first 2 seasons, so I think I'm convincing him that we need to watch them.
okay. Then we went back up into the hills to find Angel's Mansion. That was a last minute decision to do that.
Mhm.
And not a great view of that because the streets up in those hills, they're
Oh, no.
so narrow and twisty, and there's lots of walls, and hedges and stuff, so hard to see, but we did get a glimpse on our way up and then on the way back, Sean took a little video. Yeah, and then we went back to the hotel.
Yeah. Had some Indian food for dinner.
Yeah, yeah. And then that was it, yeah, and then the next day, we got up super early again and flew out of LAX. Again, not that bad of an experience getting and then we went through Austin, had a little delay on my flight, but that was okay.
Yeah, it was
It
great
was
for me because I had, like, a 2.5 hour layover, and Melanie
yeah,
was there for 2 hours of it. If you are
uh,
ever in the Austin airport, like, around where Southwest Airlines is, there is a taco truck inside covered in stickers. There is now
yeah,
a Sunnydale Diaries sticker there, so if you happen to see it, grab a picture and send it to us, and maybe you'll get a prize.
yeah, yeah, we were all about the vandalism.
Hey, you know my rules.
Sanctioned vandalism.
If it's covered in stickers, one of ours is going on there.
It's gonna be +1. So, what's your overall thought? What's your overall
I
evaluation of the event?
I am really glad that we went. I know, like, when we were talking about it last year, I didn't know, like, would this really happen? Would we really go? Because I mean, it was kind of pricey with, you know, airfare, hotel, rental car, and
Yeah,
everything. But I do feel like it was like, for me, a once in a lifetime thing.
yeah,
I don't know that I would go back. It's a lot. I'd like to, but I don't. It's not something like I would do every year.
mhm,
I'm glad we went. I'm glad we did it. I think it was great
yeah,
for us,
yeah.
and I'm happy. What about you?
It was really great to talk to people that we interacted with on social media. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed that part. I feel like these conventions, you can really it's kind of everybody has a different experience depending on what track you take. Like, we didn't do a lot of the panels. We did more walking around and hanging in the gymnasium and talking to people around. But watching all the social media posts from other people that have been there, it's like they had a totally different experience than us.
Hmm.
Because some people just did all the panels. Some people did the immersive stuff. There was stuff after hours that we didn't go to. So, man, yeah, I can see how people would go back and take a different approach each
Hmm.
time. You can't do it all.
No.
At a smaller convention like this, you just can't do it all.
Mhm.
But, yeah, I it was a good experience. I'm glad we went.
Yeah.
I do wish they would have given us and other press attendees a little more access to cover things in that capacity.
Mm.
Maybe some behind the scenes stuff, or I don't know. I'm not sure what they could do, but it would be nice to provide a little additional opportunity that way.
Okay.
Other than that, it was great. Yeah, it was a great experience. I'm glad we went.
Yeah.
And, of course, great for you and I an opportunity for you and I to spend time together, which is
It's
the
always
best.
good. Yeah. Yeah. I know Tampa Bay Comic Con, which I think is in September. I know last time I looked, James Marsters was going to be there. So my husband and I will probably go because that's just like
Yeah.
20-minute drive. And
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know of any other ones like coming up that is like, oh, I really want to go to that. I mean, there's one in Paris next year, but
Oh, I would say if they were gonna have cast there that we haven't met, that's like,
mhm,
like Joyce, if Joyce is gonna be there,
yeah,
'cause I know she's been doing some European events.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. I was,
I really enjoy meeting like, as much as I enjoy meeting the core cast people, I really wish some of like Larry Bagby and James Leary and maybe I don't know, who else? The
Flutie.
guy that plays Willie or the guy that those people.
Mhm.
Kralik.
When we were doing the live earlier this week, I think it was Charlie who mentioned that last year they had the principals. So like,
I am sad that I missed that. That would be great.
yeah, yeah. So like Flutie, Armin Shimmerman. I know I said to you, like, I feel like we've met everybody except Allison Hannigan and Sarah Michelle Gellar, but like thinking through it more, there are many
There's
more.
plenty of people we haven't
Yeah,
met. Yeah.
yeah.
I said we're gonna have to go to the Little House on the Prairie convention in Minnesota to meet Monzo.
But yeah, I agree. Like, if there's one that has like people that we haven't met and it's reasonable, like Ghost or like like Dragon Con, or
Yeah.
we find something like that's reasonable for us. It'd be cool to do another one.
I said so at Dragon Con, and it didn't even occur to me that West Coasters, they had no idea what Dragon Con is.
Mm,
And I guess it's just an East Coast, people here know what it is. It's huge. It's
right,
it's like it's not as big as San Diego, but it's
it's big.
pretty significant. Yeah, it's pretty big. So yeah, you guys should all look up Dragon Con. I'd like to go back. Sean's gonna go with me sometime
Yep, maybe next year.
because Drew doesn't want to go back. So
I mean, as long as we're together, it'll be good. Like, I think I'd be overwhelmed if
Aw.
it was like something that I did by myself or something.
Yeah, yeah.
You ready to get back to Buffy, the actual show?
I'm ready.
All right.
Season 5, episode 12, Checkpoint
Mm-hmm.
will be coming at you soon.
Yep. If you're good with it, we could record next week and have it out the 29th.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay. So that's what we're doing. So we'll be back to our regularly scheduled program. And this month was kind of weird. I had to travel 2 weeks ago for a family thing. And then we went to the convention. Once we get back with Checkpoint, we'll be back on track.
Yes.
So we have a lot of pictures on our social media at the Sunnydale Diaries everywhere. So feel free to check out everything there from the convention. I mean, honestly, if you just search HellmouthCon 2026 as like a hashtag, you are gonna see a lot of stuff from
And
a
you'll
lot of
find
people.
lots. Yeah.
All right. Any final thoughts, Melanie?
I got nothing. It
Okay.
was a good experience. Thumbs up.
Yep. All right. Thanks, everybody. So we'll be back on the 29th with Buffy Season 5, Episode 12, Checkpoint.
Okay, see you there.